Swiss cheese, counterfeit these nigga bitches. I'm talking about running off with pounds, man, you know I'm with it. I'm talking about chop 100 round, man, they get to flipping. A man down, man, you know I did it. I'm talking about.
What up, guys? We're back with another video. Today is a very exciting episode. We're out here doing what I love to do most, camping and fishing in the backcountry, completely off the grid. We're out here in the Uinta Mountains. We have no phone service, completely off grid, and we had no idea where we were even gonna camp, but we decided to pick a spot and head for the mountains. I'm with my buddy Zach. If you look closely, you can kind of see him back there setting up his hammock in the trees. So we just decided to hit the road and head for the mountains. We got up here and it's actually a Saturday in the summertime, so the mountains are absolutely packed with people. So it was actually kind of hard to find a good campsite. And we ended up driving around until we found a road that was off the beaten path, kind of off in the middle of nowhere. And we decided to follow it, and it led us to this campsite right here, which I will show you guys real quick, is right next to the river. Come check this out. This is a freaking spot right here. We got an ATV bridge, so you can cross over to the other side. We just built this fire pit. We got it all dialed in. It's a high fire danger, so we ended up digging down and putting some rocks in the bottom of it, so that way we don't get any wildfires. Got a nice wall built up. But look at the view from our fire pit, right on the water. As you can see, Autumn's out there just enjoying it. So far we've kind of got our camp set up. We got this fire pit dug out. We've got some firewood collected over here. Zach is back there in the trees setting up his hammock where he's sleeping for the night. I'm gonna go with the trusty old tent right here under this tree. It's a nice dry spot in case it rains. We got our picnic table over here. This is gonna be the kitchen area where we're doing our cooking. We got the truck parked back up in the trees. Back here is kind of the fishing bench where we're keeping all of our poles, everything lined up. What up, bro?
Yo, what up?
What do you got over here? Is this your setup?
Just got my hammock set up, yeah, right by the river.
Sick, bro.
Getting ready to go fishing.
Got
here
some
in a
new
minute.
boots too?
Yeah.
New boot goofing?
Had to get new hiking boots. Other ones were ripping, and I forgot them, so.
Bro, this is a nice waterfront property you got here.
Dude, didn't cost me a dime.
In this video, the goal is to do a catch and cook. There's wild cutthroat trout in this river for sure, 100%, and we're gonna try and catch one and cook it for dinner. If we don't catch any fish for dinner, we have a steak and some hamburger in the cooler that we can cook up. But our number one priority is to try to catch a fish and cook it right here on the fire, right next to the river. So we're gonna get to it. It's taken us longer than expected to get camp set up and even find a spot. But we're set up now. We're gonna hike up and down this river and just see what kind of action we get. And our goal is to try and catch a couple cutthroat for the grill. So let's get in the video. I'm super excited. I just want to get my line set up already so I could start fishing. So without further ado, roll the GoPro footage. All right, guys, we found a couple decent holes right here by camp. So we're just gonna make some casts and see what we can do. We got to catch dinner. That's the main goal. We've already had a couple bites at the last hole when I was teaching Zach kind of the basics, and then I set him up with his own fly pole. So he's down there, downriver, if you can kind of see him. He's down there kind of getting the hang of it, learning how to fly fish for his first time. Oh, that was a money cast right there. We got a grasshopper on right now. We've already had 2 bites. We're just gonna kind of work these pools on our way up the river and just see what happens here. Should be some good amounts of wild cutthroat, maybe some brook trout in here. So I've never eaten a brook trout or a tiger trout, and I don't think I've had cutthroat trout either, but that's a good hole right there. We're gonna get some in there. Come on. Oh, we just had a bite. We just missed one right in that hole. Got my net this time just in case. Oh, we're gonna catch one right here. All right, guys, I got you set up on wide angle now, so you should be able to see a lot better. We're gonna try and get one in this hole right here. All right, we got our first fish here. What do we got? Little cutthroat. Beautiful little guy. Would you look at that? Woo, that thing's beautiful. There he goes. Autumn, no. What did you say? Oh, you got one? No way, dude. Zach caught his first ever fish on the fly, bro. Nice, dude. Let's go, dude.
Sick.
Now you know what it feels like to
Right.
catch one on the fly.
That's sick.
That's sick, huh? All right, guys, we got a beautiful hole right here. Just pulled up. We're gonna throw this bug in there. We got the grasshopper on right now. I've gotten a few bites, missed a few fish. Haven't hooked one yet, so actually no, I did hook that little one. We got one fish to the bank so far. Got a little tangle here on my, no wonder my thing's not landing right. I'm wrapped around the leg. All right, we just tied on this Renegade. I'm gonna try this guy out and see if we do any better. You should be getting a bite like every damn cast, dude. Oh, we got one on the Renegade. Another little guy. There we go. Nice little fish. All right, so I just caught another fish, but the GoPro's about to die, so I'm gonna need to go back to camp and get a new battery for it. But let's see if I can catch another one in the last 3% of battery we have. I just threw my grasshopper back on, got a nice little brook trout. All right, guys, so we just finished up our first afternoon out here at the river. We're at the High Uinta Mountains in Utah, and we went out and caught 5 fish on our first outing. Zach had never fly fished before, showed him the ropes, and within the first 10 minutes, he caught his first fish ever on the fly pole. They were just small cutthroat trout, but we ended up getting some bites and had a lot of fun. And tomorrow we're gonna go out and try to catch some bigger fish. We're still gonna try and catch one big enough to cook. I ended up catching like a 6-inch brook trout, and my GoPro died, so I didn't get all the footage of that. But tomorrow we're gonna wake up early and we're gonna go try again and see if we can catch some bigger fish, hopefully one big enough to cook so we can bring it back to camp and cook it up. And if that doesn't work, we're gonna do a last ditch effort and go hit some high mountain lakes on the way back, but that's gonna cause us to have to pack up our whole camp, and we may not get to do the catch and cook unless we cook it on the stove. So it's still possible, but we're gonna try and catch a fish that's big enough to cook right here on this river first thing tomorrow morning. But until then, we're just gonna hang out by the campfire. We're gonna cook some dinner. I guess we're eating steak and burger tonight. And yeah, that's all. So I wanted to update you guys. Tomorrow we're at it bright and early. Tonight we're just gonna hang out, chill, enjoy camp, and then we're gonna try again tomorrow. Let's get it. It's currently day 2 of our catch and cook fishing video. We haven't caught a fish big enough to keep yet, but it's day 2. We kind of slept in a little bit. It was pretty cold this morning and we woke up early and decided to just stay in bed. And it's about 9 o'clock right now, so we're getting up, getting some coffee going. We're gonna make some breakfast. The game plan for today is we're gonna do a morning fish here on the river and try that out one more time, see if we can catch one. And if we can't, we're gonna pack up our whole camp and head up to the high mountain lakes where we're for sure gonna catch some fish. So stay tuned, we're definitely catching fish today. I'm gonna make my coffee and I'm eager to get my fly rod out there because it's an absolute beautiful morning and the river is looking prime. So let's go.
Well, I think we're gonna fish this river right here and then move on somewhere else if it's not hitting that hard. caught 2 on my first time ever on a fly pole, and it's 2 little small fish, but I really want to go and do more fly fishing.
All right, guys, we just stepped out of camp. We're headed down to the first hole of the morning, and we ended up sleeping in this morning, but that's all right. We feel well rested, and I'm excited because I'm feeling really good about today, and I'm really on this mission to catch a fish that is big enough to eat so we can cook it up at our camp before we have to leave. And if we can't do that, then we're gonna go try and fish the high mountain lakes after this, and we're gonna try and catch one up there where we can cook it on the stove off the back of the truck. So stay tuned. We're gonna cast the line out and see what happens. Well, typical GoPro, I was talking to the camera and it wasn't even turned on. And then I caught a fish, so that's nice. But what I was saying was, this river's been super difficult to fish. There's not very many deep holes. And it's already 11 o'clock, so we're thinking about fishing this a little bit longer and then making breakfast and packing up. On the way out, hitting some lakes and trying again. But I just caught a little cutthroat, and the camera wasn't even turned on, of course. But I did get the picture before he got away. And I just snagged that tree. Oh, got it back. Oh, snagged a tree again. Oh, snagged a tree again. Oh, got it back. Oh, threw a stick. That's how this trip has been, guys. What you just saw in the last 10 seconds is exactly how this trip has been. But we've caught some fish. They've been small. Definitely not the ideal catch and cook video, but exploring new places. Never fly fished up here before. And it's honestly a beautiful place, and we had a sick campsite. So it's honestly been a really fun trip. What you got cooking over here?
Some fucking meat.
Hell yeah. Let's go, dude. Chef Zach on the call. We got our Chan Shreds official mug. I caught one little one. That was it. But we'll have better luck if we go hit the lake on the way out. So I think that's the plan. Eat breakfast, pack up camp, head to the next spot. Video's not over yet. We just packed up our campsite. We got everything loaded up in the truck right now. We're about to head back up the mountains to some lakes on the way back home, and we're gonna go try a last-ditch effort to try and catch some trout, potentially cook one on the stove, and still complete this catch and cook video for you guys. If we end up not catching any fish that are worth keeping, then we're just gonna have to carry this into the next episode, but we're gonna give it one last try. We got camp packed up and we're headed for the lake. Let's go. So we made it out here to the lake, and it was about a 45-minute drive from where we were at. We were actually deep in the mountains where we found our campsite, but it was a really cool spot. And now we're out here at the lake. We're gonna try and fish. Zach just got set up on the fly pole, getting his cast down, kind of practicing. And I'm gonna throw my fly rod on, and we're gonna give it one last shebang here at the lake and see if we can't catch a keeper. All right, guys, so I just netted this rainbow. It's the only fish of the day so far, and there he goes. So at least I caught something. Hey, get off my pole, guys. Come on. Aw, dude.